Sneako was having a very bad day after all his friends betrayed him and threw him under the bus. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting current events. I put money on what the weather is going to be every day on Kalshi. I check the weather app when I wake up. And really all I do is I look at what the highest temperature is going to be for the day. Then I go on Kalshi and place a prediction on what I think the highest temperature is going to be for the day. I'll say probably 7 out of 10 times my weather prediction hits. Sometimes it doesn't hit. But if you want to get paid by predicting weather on a daily basis, you can do so on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app and using code Flacco to get $10 on your first deposit. Sneako learned a hard lesson last night that a lot of black people just innately know. We are born just knowing this, and that's you can't trust the white supremacists. They're loyal to nobody but themselves. So Sneako and Myron are the only two black guys in his friend group of white supremacists. Nick Fuentes, white supremacist. Clav, white supremacist. Justin Waller, white supremacist. Now, Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate are the only controversial white supremacists. I'm not willing to die on the hill. In my opinion, Andrew and Tristan are white supremacists. They say the N-word with the hard R more than any racist I know. But while on this boys' night out, a clip goes viral of them listening to a song that really pissed off the Jewish community. Everybody is having a good time. I don't see not one person who appears to be uncomfortable. Now, some people hearts is in it more than others. Myron Hart is 100% in it. Myron is going overboard. Myron is throwing up to salute. Myron is really feeling it in his spirit. Sneako don't really look like his heart is in it completely. What makes you laugh can make you cry. Because all of a sudden, they was having a good time, but nobody is having a good time anymore once they went online and seen the reaction to that little clip. The mayor of Miami Beach responded back, right? Pretty much just like going off on why, being a Nazi ain't funny, condemning and disavowing their particular actions. Now, he says Miami Beach is a welcoming, inclusive city built by people of all backgrounds and faith. But these influencers who spread hate should never have been welcomed into this club or allowed to play a song with how you know who lyrics that has been universally condemned. I have and will continue to fight against hate speech, against any group. Anti-Semitism, hate speech, or the normalization of extremist ideology has no place in our Miami Beach community, our nightlife, or any public setting. Once the mayor spoke up, everything began to crumble. You had the nightclub they went into, who gave him VIP treatment, who also played the song as well. I'm assuming at their request, that nightclub came out, disavowed them, disassociated from them, and actually banned them from coming back to that club. And not just that nightclub, other clubs on Miami Beach banned them from coming back. So they were getting a lot of backlash, and it felt like things were moving swiftly. Andrew Tate, who has gone through similar cancellation at a much larger scale, understood what was coming next. He understood it starts off small, it starts off local, and then it quickly expands, especially when the noise is this big. So Andrew began to quickly get ahead of the story, began to call his friends in Miami, friends from the Jewish community, and began to explain himself. Even got up early in the morning to go on Patrick Bet-David to fully explain that he had nothing to do with this. On top of condemning and disavowing the song, which you should, because anti-Semitism is not cool. Right? Like saluting Hitler is not cool. He's not a good guy. He's a terrible human being. So on top of disavowing, Andrew Tate began to throw Sneako under the bus. See, the bad guys need somebody to chew up. If you claiming, hey, I'm on y'all team, I had nothing to do with it, well, then tell us who did, who played the song. So Andrew and his brother, we will learn during this interview with Patrick Bet-David that Andrew, his brother, and Justin Waller, they were actually on the phone the hour they got back from the club doing damage control, throwing Sneako under the bus.
And I get a call from not one person, not everybody.
Yep.
Your brother, you're texting me, Justin Waller, the club owners, the DJ, everyone, the mayor.
The bathroom attendant.
Like, the bathroom attendant, I tip him good, he called me.
Who's Cuban, but go ahead.
But they're not all kids. We know Myron's almost 40.
Yeah.
You're almost 40.
Yep.
Tristan's 35.
Yep.
This ain't kid stuff. So what I think is I actually believe you. You think I'm going to wait for 5 years of working with you, friendship with you, to throw you under the bus last minute? That's not how we roll. But I think Sneako played the song.
Yeah.
I think Tristan explicitly told me that Sneako played the song.
These niggas is crazy, man. This is premeditated telling. Yo, they was writing you out with no pressure. These ain't the niggas to do crime with, man, at all. Can you imagine being Sneako, man, waking up and finding out that your homies was on the phone in the middle of the night before, bro, again, before Backlash was even coming. They was on the phone in the middle of the night telling on you, giving up your name with no pressure. Nobody interrogated them that was giving up your name, bro.
I think when you sort of diffuse the situation, they're kids being kids. Myron, who, you know how much time we've spent with Myron.
Yep.
That ain't no kid stuff.
Well, Myron's not a kid, and he's a really good friend of mine.
I agree.
And Myron's not a kid, you're right. I don't know if Sneako played the song, Sneako played the song. I'm telling you from my perspective, and I don't want to make it something...
But how do you feel about that? Because let me ask you a specific question.
Sure.
Do you know how much time I spent with your brother and Justin Waller at 9 o'clock on Sunday? I left at 3 in the morning. Serious conversations, laughs. Of course, we're having Blue Label.
Yeah.
And Tristan, in my perspective, is like, dude, I'm done with these people. That's my perspective. I'll let him speak for himself.
Yo, these niggas is diabolical, man. Yo, these dudes, these dudes are crazy, man. Yo, they pulled up at 9 a.m. to politic on you, man. They pulled up at 9 a.m. to throw you to throw you under the bus after that, man. Yo, they telling Buddy here, oh yeah, that dude Sneako, that dude Myron, oh yeah, those are anti-Semites. Oh, I would never hang out with them again. Oh, I'm done with them. How dare they play that song? Yo, Tristan Tate even went as far as telling them folks he looked traumatized. It was a traumatic experience. But then when you cut and transition to exactly what happened that night, it don't align with the story because Tristan is having a ball.
When I watched the video, Andrew, with you and them, Tristan looks extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And the way you were smiling, because I saw a lot of, everyone's texting me. You know, you and I communicate, we have conversations together. You looked extremely uncomfortable as well.
They're so full of it. None of them was uncomfortable. None of them was uncomfortable, bro. Andrew Tate was having a ball. He was encouraging the behavior. Tristan was having a blast. They were loving it. This is them doing damage control. But, yo, the bad part about this too, bro, Sneako don't have the protection they have. They're much wealthier than Sneako. They have much greater connections than Sneako. So they can call into their powerful friends who got, like connects to the mayor and other people, and they can do damage control. And like they can clarify it up. But they're doing so at the expense of Sneako. It's like, hey, let's just take the poorest person in our friend group and let's just throw the peasant under the bus and we can sacrifice him and it won't matter.
But he told me a story about your grandfather.
Yep.
Who served in World War II, yes?
Yes.
The American.
Yep.
What would your grandfather say about that? A neo-Nazi symbol. Who fought the Nazis?
Yeah, I understand. And we have to be very, very careful. I understand exactly what you're saying. I agree that that is offensive to many people. I totally understand it. And I'm not here to get myself...
It's offensive to Americans.
Well, yes.
Forget about just Jews. American lives died fighting Nazis.
That's true. That's true.
Your grandfather's friends died fighting Nazis. That, to me, Jews or not Jews, Americans went to war against Nazis. This is an American thing. I wear an American flag pin, not an Israeli flag pin, not a global flag pin, certainly not an LGBT flag, American flag pin.
Yep.
My grandfather fought in World War II.
Yep.
So to me, this is anti-American. And I'm cool with Myron. I used to be cool with Myron. But how am I going to hang out with that? How are you going to hang out with that?
I've known Myron for a very long time. He's been a great friend of mine. And I have to make this very clear to the world. I have a whole bunch of friends who do a whole bunch of shit that perhaps I would not do myself or I may not 100% agree with. But that doesn't mean they're not my friends and I don't speak to them. I have to be honest here, guys. I'm really not trying to do some big apology tour. And the reason for that is because I really didn't do anything wrong. So I want to make this clear. I understand why some people were offended. I understand they want to attach it to my name. I understand that it gets clicks in the media if you say Andrew Tate did X, Y, Z. I got on a bus. Full-grown men made decisions while I sat on my phone. I then got off the bus and stood in a nightclub while other people played songs while I sat on my phone. If they want to crucify me for that, that's up to them. Myron made the Nazi salute because he thought it was funny. That's Myron to come here and defend.
Of course.
It's not for me to sit here and come here and defend. Myron is someone I know and I respect and I like. Even if he did something that offended me, even if I found that offensive, I would still say, oh, okay, well, I like Myron. I have a whole bunch of friends who do a whole bunch of things that I don't like. I have black friends, white friends. I have every single type of friend you can have. We have the most racist group chat in the world. This is the world I live in, right? And I think that the reason the anti-Semitism issue is so sensitive is, one, because of the prevalence, especially online. And I'm not going to lie, I see it everywhere myself. I'm not even Jewish. It must be scary to see it absolutely everywhere online. The reason for that, I've just given you my theory as to why. That's the first reason. Second thing, of course, was World War II, and a lot of people died in the name of defending Jews. Of course, I understand that completely. But then thirdly, and I'd like to have an actual open and honest conversation about this. Don't we think, and I actually want your opinions, the fact that a song came on and the reaction has been so fierce and so, not aggressive, but it's so clear that songs like this can't be played without meeting genuine power in the world. Don't you think, to somebody who is completely detached from this situation, somebody at home who has nothing to do with this situation, watches it and sits and goes, see? They are in charge of everything.
Bro, do you forget that you created the Matrix and how you was dog whistling that the Matrix were the Semitic people? Like you created that narrative. Now, when I talked to Sneako earlier, man, what I told Sneako was, bro, you got a lot of potential. You got a lot of potential. These people are not your friends. Get away from them. Stay on your purpose. To me, there's no reason why Sneako isn't making films right now with the biggest filmmakers in the world. He's that talented. There's no reason why Sneako right now isn't on Fox News as a correspondent. He's that talented. Rarely do you see the combination of somebody who's a really great orator and an extremely world-class editor. You don't see that combination often. That's Sneako. They show, bro, don't really rock with him. And, if I'm Sneako, bro, I'm staying on my purpose. I'm doing my content, bro. I'm not trying to get banned, man. Because this right here could get Sneako banned again on YouTube. Because Andrew Tate is doing a world tour, throwing him under the bus and making it seem that Sneako was the one who played the song. Now, Sneako reacted, and he's not too happy with Andrew Tate throwing him under the bus, and he made it known, man. Right now, Sneako is priding himself on not folding, being one of the only ones in a situation outside of Myron who didn't fold, who didn't make any excuses.
Well, you went on PBD and you said that I was responsible for the song. He didn't want to be there. Tate didn't want to be in the club. He was dragged in there. He was forced. Maybe he was human trafficked. Topsy, did we human traffic you to the club? Did we human traffic you to listen to a song? Were you held against your will? It's a song, man.
I think Sneako played the song.
Yeah.
I think Tristan explicitly told me that Sneako played the song.
What the fuck? Tristan, okay, first off, no, I didn't. I might know, I'm not ratting people out who did, but I didn't play the song. In the Sprinter van, it was a couple people's idea, maybe I came up with it, but in the club it wasn't, and why does it even matter? Tristan, why are you talking to this guy? This guy just had Netanyahu on. He was just there clapping for him like a seal at the synagogue in Miami. Miami Beach mayor didn't say a word about that, didn't condemn that. And you guys are there, confiding behind our backs? Oh, he's the one who did it. You got the call, bro, and you folded?
In my opinion, those are the two biggest culprits. Sneako and Myron.
Okay, the two big, what are you, the fucking principal? What is this? Are you my teacher? Nigga, who are you? You're the sidekick on PBD's podcast? This needs punishment. This is the culprit, and these were the most guilty students of the detention. Nigga, we're in the club hanging out. I'm a grown-ass man. Yeah, I can listen to a song. This was naughty. Isn't this a conservative podcast? These people talk about the leftists and libtards all the time. This is the culprit.
And playing the song?
And even though Sneako's insulted me a trillion times, and even though he put the song on, I just don't think...
I did it. He's lying right now. I didn't. I don't know where he got that, but what I think he's doing, I think Tate is strategically, I think he got scared. I think he doesn't want to face more pressure. He wants to spend more time in America. I think he folded. He went against it completely. He said, double down. and maybe I'm the easiest target of the people on the bus.
Nah, that's a cold game, bro. Nah, that's cold, bro. Justin Waller, Tristan, and Andrew conspired and colluded to throw Sneako under the bus, and they all have the same story. Yo, bro, that's not cool, bro. That's not cool, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section what do y'all think about this, man? All right, do y'all feel like, like they threw Sneako under the bus? All right, let me know, man. Sneako, this is your warning sign to get rid of these people, bro. Because, I'm sure one of them probably told a driver to start bumping it. They bumped it, and then they throw Sneako in under the bus. Because Andrew and Tristan Tate ain't looking comfortable at all. I'm not buying it, man. If you're watching this video and you want to watch another good video, then click on this video right here to find out how Dr. Umar Johnson accidentally admitted to a felony mid-interview on the podcast. I'm going to see you guys in this video here somewhere on my screen. And if you want to support the channel, liking and subscribing helps, but also sending a hype to this video is how you push it in the algorithm and support small creators. So if you can send a hype, if you can afford it, I'll really appreciate it. Click on this video right here to find out why Dr. Umar Johnson just accidentally confessed to a felony on a podcast. I'm going to see you guys in this video. Out of here, folks. Peace.